That is Grove.
Come on.
All right.
All right. Buck, how you feeling being back out there for practice this week?
Feels great. Obviously, the longest time I've ever, been, obviously away from the game, throughout the season. So, started going a little stir crazy towards the end of my little stay. But I'm excited to be out there.
What are the chances you get back on the field for the game this week, you think?
Just taking it one day at a time. Hoping for progress each and every day. But I'm being hopeful.
What are the things that you need to see to give yourself a chance to return to the field for game action?
Yeah, honestly, just all the different movements. Especially it's a big pass rush day to day. I do a lot of cutting and wiggling and stuff like that. So we're gonna see how it feels today.
Guest media member Grover Stewart over here. What can you say about Grove as a teammate and the way he's kind of helped everybody fill in?
Oh no, yeah. Grove, really stepped up. On my little absence for a little bit. He was holding it down and got the guys together, and they held it down together. So I really appreciate them.
When you got hurt against Green Bay,
Yeah.
we kind of watched you try to get back in, try to get going. What was that like? Kind of the first time that you hadn't been able to get back out.
No, yeah, that was tough for sure. I've definitely had a lot of injuries throughout my career, and that was just one of them where I knew I couldn't go anymore. You know what I'm saying? I knew it was something a little bit more serious. And so, obviously we took all the scans and everything, and it showed that something was really wrong. And, I just did everything that I could to get back out here.
Initially, when you got hurt, they brought the cart out, took you off the field. Did you think that it may have been even more severe than what you were dealing with?
Yeah, to be honest, because I couldn't really put any pressure on my foot. So I was just hoping that the X-ray scan came out negative, and it did. And then I was like, okay, the next step is an MRI, and I was hoping that it wasn't anything high ankle related, but it was. But I was lucky that I didn't need surgery.
Does it give you a different perspective on being back out there, being able to play, having to sit out and watch?
Oh, definitely. Just being out that long, especially throughout the season, I was itching to be out there to help my team and help the guys. And, it was tough just watching from the sidelines, knowing that I can't do anything to help. And so I was just doing everything that I could in the rehab process and really attacking each day. Even having, doing some extra stuff, try to stay on my, the things that I can do upper body wise. And, I have my really good friend and my D-line trainer. I had him come out here and help me, when I'm done with the rehab throughout here. And, we would go to, Grand Park or somewhere and, really get some work in and go to Oswell Fitness in Carmel as well.
How happy are you that you didn't have to put the Buckeye hat on your head?
Very happy.
Did you guys watch the game together?
No, I was in Nashville when we were watching the game, and Taekwon was back home. So I definitely let him have it. You know what I mean? When the final result of the game came through, and I'm very happy I didn't need to wear Brutus. Yeah.
Who approached you about that?
I had the idea. I was like, all right, you know what? Let's have a bet. And I put up on Amazon. I said I can get a full duck suit here, and so he put up the Brutus one, and I was like, all right, let's do it. So, yeah.
Was it hard to find you?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. I would have ended up looking like Taekwon.
I got 7 Brutus, huh?
Right.
Brutus comes in triple XL.
I think so. I hope not.
Just a classic Oregon-Ohio State Big Ten battle, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Texans this week. You guys set big goals before the season, obviously, like win the division. What's it like when goals like that for 1 week specifically have such a big meaning for this?
No, yeah, it definitely has a big meaning. Obviously, they got us in the home opener, and we have another opportunity to set the score straight and really make moves in our way up in the division. So obviously, we lost to them last year, for the division and for the playoff spot. So there's a lot riding on this game for sure. And, I know the guys are doing everything they can to physically and be mentally prepared.
Jonathan, how did it feel to get back to practice after some time off?
Yeah, it felt good. Anytime you're removed from the field and, you just get to get back on the field, it's a great feeling. You're not sitting there watching. You're not watching your guys go out there and just have fun and run around. So, but you're definitely supporting them, but you want to be out there with them. So it felt really good. It felt really good to be out there again.
You talked last week about how just difficult it was to do certain movements with that ankle. Are you closer to that?
Yeah, definitely. And the fact that I'm on the field now is way better. Even though it was limited work, some individual stuff yesterday, I just can't wait to go out there again today with a bit more work and see how it feels. But it felt great to finally be out there because you've been the training room, it's a great place, but, that's not really where you want to be.
Given that you feel that good coming out of yesterday, you're taking on a little bit more. What's the likelihood you give yourself of being out there on Sunday?
Well, I never want to put negativity in the air, so I'm always going to say I think that I'm going to play because you never want to put that negativity in the air. I'm all about manifestation, but like I said, I'm excited for today. Like I said, limited work yesterday, but I'm excited to get a little bit more today.
What do you need to see?
How you practice? How's the next day? How did you feel today after practicing whatever you practiced yesterday?
I mean, of course there's going to be some soreness for sure. There's going to be some soreness. You got to work through some of those things, but overall, nothing major though. Nothing that was like, hey, this is that's a bad deal.
JT, what was it like for you to see Tyler get his first career touchdown on Sunday?
It was awesome. Just because you see the plays that he makes, the explosive plays, you see the consistency that he has, when he's in with those limited reps that he had, and then he finally got his opportunity, and he definitely came ready with the touchdown dance, so that got everybody hyped and amped up. So that was super fun to see. I'm excited.
With the time that Trey and Tyler have gotten out there, how does that help make this run game a little bit more multiple behind you, give some variety in what you're able to do?
Well, of course, it gives those guys more reps. So, as they get a feel, not only for the game, but as well as, their own moves, things that they want to work on. But then at the same time, it doesn't matter now who's in there. There shouldn't be a drop-off. It's, hey, every single play, no matter what back is in there, we're going to be a dynamic group and we're going to make plays.
You saw Houston in week 1. You get to see them again before Halloween. How eager are you guys for this rematch with a chance to tie them atop the division?
Yeah, we're eager. I mean, anytime you get to play a division opponent, you're always eager to get out there because you just know, you kind of know the stakes. So it's always fun. We know those guys, they know us, and we know we're going to get their best shot, and we're going to be ready to give ours as well.
One thing that's different with this ankle than a couple years ago is you tried to play through the last one, didn't really take time off. How did the time off just from practicing? I know you've been working behind the scenes, but how did that help you maybe yesterday getting back, with a little bit of time off?
Oh, well, I mean, it was just a time finally for me to come back. I mean, those other times I could at least go out there and at least try to do something, but this time it was like you just needed it.
Jonathan, this team makes season-long goals like win the AFC South. How important is this week for achieving a goal like that I'm sure everyone here has?
Oh, it's big. Those division games, and it's a road division game, so we know it's going to be tough. That definitely won't be easy, but we're up for it. Like I said, we know those guys, they know us, so everybody's going to come with their best shot. So it's going to be a tough one. It's going to be a four-quarter game.
The magnitude of this one pretty significant. I know you don't want to make any week necessarily bigger than the next, but when you do have 2 opportunities in the first 2 months of the season to play the reigning division champions, how much do you have to kind of capitalize on that, especially going into this month of November?
Yeah, this is a big game just on the back end of the season. We win this one, then that sets us up better for like tiebreakers in the end. So it's a division opponent, and so we got to go out there and handle business.
Offensively, the potential of getting Jonathan back this week, what does that do for you guys to help open up the offense and create opportunities for your quarterback as well in the run game?
Yeah, I mean, JT, one of the best running backs in the league. So even though we've had guys like Tyler Goodson and Trey Sermon in there helping out, JT comes in there and he has a different element as well. So, I'm excited to see him back out there and back from the ankle injury.
Jaylon, how exciting is it to get another opportunity at Houston? Second time you're going to face them in the first half of the season.
Definitely, it's exciting, man. It's a blessing to get to, go home, play in front of some, family and friends. So definitely that's going to be huge. And, it's a division game. It's exciting. I feel like everybody in this locker room is, very eager to get this win. Every, game is important, but a division game, everybody, feels it, man. So definitely just, it's exciting to go out there. It's a blessing to go out there and compete.
Every Sunday is significant, but the magnitude of this one, getting a second chance at Houston before the end of October.
Yeah, I was just talking about it. The first game was a big game, but this one is even bigger. The stakes are higher. It'll be great going into NRG and getting the win.
How are you guys better, different as a defense than what you were the first time you saw them?
Repetition. Game reps matter. Not having the preseason, not having those reps in the preseason to really come together as a defense. We lost a couple guys in the last couple weeks, but we're getting those guys back, and it'll be great going forward. And so the repetition with the young guys, everything, having those game reps, it brought us together, over the last couple weeks.
Sorry, Kenny.
No, you're good. Go ahead.
What have you seen from Samuel Womack stepping into the starting lineup?
Experience, football IQ and knowledge, mentality. He brings a
rocket send type of mentality to the group, and I think we've been missing that type of presence. So having Sam in the group it's been great, and happy to have him here.
Did he tell you that when he came out, like you were his draft comparison?
Yeah, he told me that. I kind of felt a little old, but it's great. You know, watching him play, I actually told him, like, you see football the same way I can see the game.
Yeah.
And, like, we have, similar movements on certain things, but, yeah, he's a competitor, and I love it.